What is up, nerds? This is Crash here with another custom map changelog. Again for CP Glassworks, but the exciting thing is this time I have bumped it up to the beta stage of testing, which the alpha stage is more the dev textures like you saw it before, and the beta is more where you start focusing a lot on detailing, which means that the gameplay is mostly finalized how I think it's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be getting tweaked here and there. Hell, I might change routes in the future, but for the most part, the map is the general layout of where it's going to be for the rest of its existence. So that's really exciting. So I've been focusing really hard on Glassworks, in case you can't tell by all the content lately, but it's looking really promising, and I've had quite a few tests going. Like I know I uploaded the last test I did, and they're all going really well, and it's looking really positive for possibly getting this into one of the future seasons of the UGC leagues. Actually, next week, it's getting tested by 2 Platinum teams, and if that one goes well, it's going to kind of get a bit more public. So anyway, on to the changes. One of the bigger changes that's more gameplay affecting is that I remade the mid to second tunnels. The old versions look really doughy, I guess. It looks like they were made out of Play-Doh, and they were carved, and I don't know, they don't look bad in the old version, but the new version looks a lot better, and I think it fits the TF2 style a lot more. It does change things up because one side's a little narrower now than the other, and the health packs are in a slightly different place now too. So we'll see how that change goes. I'm hoping this reduces the sniper sightlines a little bit, but at the same time gives him a little bit more cover. He has to push out forward more to use it, but we'll see. After that, I slightly raised up the final capture time. It was a little bit too fast in the last version. I think I might have fine-tuned it down to where it should be. It's about the same as Gully Wash now, and I figure my final's pretty similar to that, so it's got a lot of the same routes. The next big change that I did for this version, I'm sure you've already noticed by this point, is a whole hell of a lot of detailing. I primarily stuck around mid again, but there's tons of textures now. Nothing's final, but I have a lot of the textures in place that are going to generally be there in the future. You know, there's a lot of really blocky brushwork that just has textures thrown on it. But for now, this is kind of giving you guys an idea of what it's going to be in the future. So I'll just let this fly around a little bit here and let you guys see some of the new stuff I've done. And a less exciting but equally important change is that I fixed a sticky bomb exploit from mid to second. If you see in the old version here, that it was possible to launch stickies all the way to second from standing in mid, and that is bad. So I fixed that, and it bounces off back at you, sort of. I'm sure it's not going to be noticed that much, and if somebody tries it, they're going to go, oh, well, that doesn't work. I just didn't want stickies floating in the air, so I made them bounce back. Anyway, after that, I added a no-build brush to the top of the roof at second, which you can see utilized here by Gabriel of Team Gibrex in the last gameplay. He pointed it out just before the event and told me that I should probably fix that, and then he had to use it at least once in the game. I don't blame him. You got to use those exploits. I started dabbling in some actual proper lighting. Not much. A lot of my lighting really sucks in this version, but it's something I'm going to improve a lot on in the future. But I started doing some of these nice little lantern things. I fixed the hitboxes on a couple of these rock models here using the block bullets texture. You could hide stickies in them before, and that's bad. And then, as always, in about every release I ever do, I did more clipping tweaks, the most important thing in mapping. So anyway, thanks for watching the changelog. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, or if you have any suggestions too, that I always love hearing feedback. And if you would like to check out the map yourself, I have a download available, as always, in the description. The link to my TF2 Maps thread will have the downloads for server operators and regular players. You can also go there to check out all the screenshots that I have. I know the very last page at the moment, or near the end, if you know it's moved faster since I've posted this. Near there, I posted a whole lot more screenshots. So feel free to check those out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. So, funny story. This video is also for the release of CP Glassworks Beta 2. I'm not saying I'm a terrible person for not having the changelog out in time before the next release, because it was actually only a couple days apart. I found a problem and I fixed it, but I did some other stuff in between. So, also in this is I fixed a couple missing models, which was the big issue. I added more detailing, which you can see here. I added team-colored patch overlays for most health and ammo, and I raised the door height of one of these doors. This one. Okay, thanks for watching.